So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today I'm joined by Dennis Sanders, and he plays in the band Spirit in the Room. And they have a new EP called Passengers, so we're here to talk all about it. So, Dennis, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm trying to grasp everything that's happened in less than a week.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, a lot of shit has been going down. So
Yes.
yeah, so I listened to this EP, and for people that don't know Spirit in the Room, so this is you did everything on this, right? You play like every instrument. Tell me a little bit about the background for the EP.
Um, well, we haven't had anything out in about 2 years. We haven't put any music out. We've just been playing shows and working on writing new songs and stuff. And so that's kind of what prompted to release this. It's more or less a compilation EP.
Mhm.
Three songs, three unreleased songs, and three songs that have been varied on numerous streaming platforms throughout the past few years. But we wanted to put them all together as sort of a compilation, and so that's what we did, and that's what these songs are. They're not new, you know, but yeah, that's where we're at with it. We're working on a new record right now, so it was something
Yeah.
to kind of tie people over. If
Okay,
people,
but there's three that were unreleased, or so people hadn't heard this one, which I think are creepy phone calls. Is one of the release. What's the other two? Was it Show Me and I Have a Heart?
um, Creepy Phone Calls, Covenant, and Show Me You. Those were the
Show Me
three.
You. Okay,
Yeah, those are the three unreleased songs.
okay, and yeah, they're all quite. It's quite different. So you said let's put this out. Like to tie people over before we release the new album. So for people who haven't because listen to Spirit in the Room, how would you describe the band to them?
Um, Moody. It's very moody. Well, that's about the best way I can describe it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's heavy and sometimes it's really chill, you know.
Yeah, and it has like that feel, like a very retro feel uh in the music. So for you, when you were getting into music, like did you have like any music that you gravitated to while growing up?
Yeah, basically anything that had something to do with the devil, anything scary or creepy or, things that I wasn't supposed to be into, I guess, in some people's eyes. But yeah,
Okay.
the devil drew me to it all.
Okay. That's a cool answer. So the EP, I was reading, like you named it Passengers because these songs feel like uh like it could be like for the different views of like different people, like a movie soundtrack. Can you explain a little bit that? Because that's something I read on the promo.
Uh, which part? Explain which part.
Oh, there's a part on the promo that you're talking a little bit about, like how you say that passengers, some of the tracks feel that you called it passengers because that's these particular songs are to me
Oh,
they're like they aren't drivers.
yeah, yeah. I was kind of being I was just trying to be funny because
Oh, okay.
they're not really like driven songs, They're not like dun 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 rocking go forward type songs. They're kind of mid-tempo, moody, relaxed. Um, so they're more like passengers to the really driven rocking songs that we're more known for, I suppose. I was just kind of being facetious with that. And
Okay.
I didn't put much thought into it. I was just like, okay, well these aren't leaders, they're passengers, so we'll just put it out as that.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you're currently working on the leaders.
Yes. Working on
So
the leaders, yeah.
what can you tell me about like the like what you're working on? Like, is it gonna be different in sound? Like,
Yes, it's going to be drastically different in sound. There's a lot of there's more guitar on this record that we're working on right now. A lot of the stuff has been tested out live, so some of the stuff has been part of our live set for a minute, at least a year. And yeah, it's definitely more. Um, it's more for a live show. This record we're working on is more, it's not so heady. It has its moments. There's a lot of ups and downs, peaks and valleys
mm,
on the record. Some stuff is really mellow, the mellowest stuff I've ever done, and then some stuff is the heaviest stuff I've ever done. So I think it's a good combination of all of the different sounds that we've experimented with and throughout the time of the existence of this project. But definitely
okay.
a lot more guitars.
Yeah, because this EP it's definitely more a chill record. Uh, it feels like more moody. Like that was the perfect way to describe it, moody. So when you're writing the lyrics and everything, like what's your process for lyrics and themes you want to tackle?
It's always music first. The lyrics are kind of just a reaction to the music that I'm hearing, the notes, the melodies, what they evoke. Um, Sometimes they're journal entries, and sometimes I'll just be reading something or watching like a movie or something, and I'll jot down what I see.
Mhm.
But that's my cat, by the way. This is
Okay, no problem.
this is my this is Dennis Jr. No, this is Dennis the third.
Oh, deferred. Nice.
The third, yes. I'm Dennis the second, and then my father is Dennis the first, and then this is Dennis the third.
He
Anyway,
looks
sorry.
yeah, he looks pretty chill too.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's my roommate. He's a good roommate. Wow, good boy.
Good. So you write journal entries and that sometimes turns
Yeah,
into songs.
yeah. Or I mean, anything I pick up from anywhere. Like I could be having a conversation with somebody anywhere, and if something that has been said sticks out, I tend to remember it or write it down. I write a lot of things down. I always have a notebook on me or a pen. You know, it's I like words a lot. So
So creepy phone calls, exactly, because that's a great title. Like, what was the story behind that one?
hmm. Well, it was raining and it was dark. That was what was going on around me when I wrote the music.
Hmm.
Lyrically, at the time, I was reading a lot of H.P. Lovecraft. Um, so I'm sure some of that found its way into the lyrics and the storyline. The majority of the songs in this Passengers EP were written with a bass guitar.
Okay.
And so, like I said previously, it's just kind of what the music evokes, what those particular sounds and notes that I'm hearing, how they make me feel at the moment. And it all kind of snowballs into its own thing. It turns into its own entity on its own, you know. So it's never really just about something specific. And even if it was, I wouldn't necessarily want to point what that is out, you know.
Okay. So it's
It's
not a
kind of it
creepy
kind
call. It's not a telemarketer calling
of
you.
no, no. If anything, I'm the telemarketer.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I want to show the artwork, which is a picture of from the Passengers EP. So you're there in I'm guessing this is the metro in
Yeah,
the LA. So yeah, tell me a little bit about the inspiration, who took the picture. Uh,
bullseye. My girlfriend took this picture, and we were on our way to a quinceañera. Or it was it a quinceañera or was it a
oh, I know what that is. Yeah.
or
So she's
a brie or something like that. I don't know. It was for some child, like a party for a child.
Oh yeah, I know what a quinceañera is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, in the States you have Sweet 16. Hispanic people it's 15. But it's the same shit, just different name.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I mean, it's just a photo of me trying to blend in on the bus. It's
and the
nothing
guy behind
spectacular.
you doesn't know that he's on a cover.
No, he doesn't know, and hopefully, I mean, I don't even know who that is, and yeah,
You don't want like a baby Nirvana, like he's gonna be like you owe me, but he's you can even see his face. So,
yeah.
but yeah, it's a cool picture. So it seems like this EP came like pretty flawlessly for you, like you did like it wasn't like something that you like were like stressing too much about it. So yeah, it's an easygoing type of record. Do you have a favorite track from DCP?
Um, Not really. I mean, I kind of like them all in their own way. I think my two favorites would probably be Creepy Phone Calls and Covenant, maybe. But I also like You Caught Hell. We've played that live a couple times, and that was fun. But I mean, right away, I think immediately Creepy Phone Calls and Covenant.
Okay. So I know that the EP is out now. If people want to buy it physically, do you have it as an EP, as a LP, or only as a like in CD format?
I think it's only on digital. Yeah,
It's
we only put
digital. Yeah.
this. Yeah.
With the shirt is 30. Yeah, I'm looking at the Bandcamp thing for people who want to get it, but they can get your previous album, which is still on vinyl.
Yes, yeah, you can get Flamingo on vinyl.
Yeah.
I think we just wanted to do something digital for this one. Some of the songs have been on random various streaming services forever, never together as a companion piece to each other as a whole. So we wanted to just put it out on the major streaming platforms like Spotify and iTunes, etc.
Okay. So what are you going? Do you have some shows soon, or like what are you doing like the rest of the year?
I'm just making this record. As a matter of fact, as soon as I get done with you, I'm going straight back to the studio to start working on guitars for the newer record. That's just been where our heads have been at for the most part of this year. It's a lot. It's a lot to make a record if you have high expectations for yourself, which I do. I'm my worst enemy and my biggest critic, and I put all the pressure on myself. But there's a lot. This is a very dense record, so there's a lot to chew.
Mhm.
There's a lot to do. So yeah, I'm just gonna. I don't know anything until this record's done. You know, I don't really. I
Okay.
mean, I know we'll do some shows next year, but I've kind of got blinders on.
Yeah.
Where I'm.
So
Yeah.
so the next record, hopefully it will be out next year. I'm assuming 2025.
Yeah, I'm hoping like April or May.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, sounds good. So yeah, Dennis, I'm not gonna keep you long, so you can go and work on that record. But for people who want Spirit in the Rooms, you can get these songs in the CP to hold you over while the new album comes out next year. So anything you like to say, Dennis, to the people before we go today?
Just thank you for your time and for listening. Appreciate it.
Okay. Awesome. So yeah, you heard it here, Couchers. Passengers out now, new music coming out soon. So until next time, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.